Wow, that was incredible. I can't believe how many classical poses you managed to incorporate. They must have been quite difficult to recreate as well. The discobolos, the one where you were kind of twisted backwards.
A lot of them I felt quite difficult, just because you can see them how they look, because you're looking at them while you're on set trying to do it, and you're trying to like figure out, is it?
I've tried. it's really
some of it's hard because in my head I was like, hey, just make it into movement. Like start with movement first, and then try to get those images how you see them. So it was tough, but at the same time, yeah, good to be like, it's a challenge at the same time as well. So that was quite special.
I noticed you included the orator's pose, which is a really powerful, commanding gesture that was used by military leaders. And I found that interesting how that immediately transformed the dance into something of huge authority and power. It was usually used by emperors when they were addressing their troops. And also it's seen in reliefs of gods, which really kind of confirms that it's a divine symbol. It was incredible how also they blended from one to the other. When you did the eros stringing the bow, which is a classical, well, it's a Roman sculpture that's known to us. We sold one in 2019. But he's really dynamically crouched over, grappling with this bow, and we don't know if he's trying to string it, unstring it, or bending it because of the lack of the bow, because it's been broken off. Through the movement, you're creating a narrative, which to some extent is what we do. We're looking for little gestures or the specific placement of a hand or a leg or even a finger that helps us kind of tell a story to a sculpture. And I wondered, how set is the narrative you're creating?
For me, it's set. So I know that it's set for me, like in my journey, in my path I'm going to. But in terms of like someone watching it, I feel like it's open interpretation to get, I don't know, to get what you feel from it. Some people are going to get totally different feelings, and I think that's quite nice to allow that freedom to have. So I think that feels quite special. What
was it like emulating these poses? How did it make you feel? You almost become a statue.
In most dance, when I'm moving, I'm never kind of still. I think there's stillness in movement, and when I'm moving, but like becoming a statue was almost, I don't know, you became kind of not non-existent, but you felt a bit like I'm becoming stuck into something.
I guess it has a kind of transformative effect when you embody a specific pose or gesture that means something. You're kind of taking on what it represents. So like the orator's pose, I think that is so powerful. Eros stringing his bow is a playful move. I'm hoping you felt, it's a bit fun. And then you've got other famous ones like the scraper, when he's holding his hands out like that. He would have been scraping oil off his body. And that would have been an athlete or a youth after some kind of games.
So interesting. So when you speak it in those terms,
it helps us build a narrative.
It helps. Definitely helps a lot. And I think because dance or embodying dance is full of gestures, and it's full of even when you're moving, you create poses, but you don't naturally think about those thoughts or images behind those. I think when you do know some of those histories, it informs some of the movement that you are doing, because we live and speak in gestures in different ways, or even how I'm communicating now, it's gestural.